So there is also a question people ask that whether, even employees have actually asked us that, can I go on a, sabbatical at this time? Can I ask my employer?
Certainly.
Okay.
It would be a win-win situation for the employer and as well as the employee also.
Okay.
For the employer and employer. Education institutions are also might be eagerly looking because of
looking for such people. Yes. Sure, sir. Sir, like any of these consents doesn't happen or anything, can the easy to suppose if that employer who's not able to provide certain job, work from home or whatever in such cases, can the employer enforce that the leave can be taken? I mean, because they may be having a lot of accumulation. Some companies have longer accumulation, some companies have shorter. But if somebody has a longer accumulation, can they ask them to go on longer leave as a from the employer side?
Yes, it's a very important question, Mr. GR, because many people are thinking and trying to. But let me say, as per law, availing leave or non-availing leave is the option and right of the employee.
Okay.
Sanctioning of leave, non-sanctioning of leave is the prerogative of the employer.
Okay.
So, therefore, employee cannot be asked, do you avail the leave? It is the choice of the employee. Employee on his own asks to go on leave, no problem. It is employer can sanction it as well. But he cannot be forced to avail the leave, unavailed leave, which is standing to the greater extent.
So I think I also see that there is a lot of awareness for employees and also employers because of the situation is worldwide. Now earlier the situation used to be localized, hence there is used to be a fights that this is my right, and somebody says I can't really survive, so I have to take this decision and all that. But now I think there is a lot of cohesiveness in terms of understanding has increased. That's what I kind of foresee, that employees are also don't want to drag it to a level where it breaks it and then nobody gets benefited, right? Typically, if it gets into legal tangles, I'm sure it takes, their whole lifespan and nobody knows.
Anyway, as a lawyer, I always suggest litigation shouldn't be preferred. It is only at the last resort, but not at the first resort, because mitigation of litigation is always best, because litigation is a speculation without knowing the destination. So,
so this is a very, very much required that people must understand.
Both employer and employee, they got to think about it legally. About
that's right.
It is not advisable for either of the parties.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, so there is one more question, sir. In terms of so I think basically people are trying to find different ways of actually dealing with this situation. Nobody knows, but nobody knows what is the legal implication. That's how it is happening. If work from home is a new concept, as per, I don't know, is it so currently you are only defining that if he is working from home, that means that he's on the job. That's how we are treating. But is there a provisions in the law anywhere that there is something called a work from home, which is like you're working away from where your factory or a location or a office is there? What is there any provision, sir, actually? Because the people are confused with that.
I will tell you, the work from home concept is not the new concept. It is the ageist concept.
Okay.
Even for example, if you look into it in our area, BD manufacturers, BD rollers. More than 100 years they have been doing it. They collect the BD leaves, roll the BDs and give it.
Right.
From home. Either maybe P Street or whatever, maybe they think.
Correct.
The sophisticated way it came when the IT.
Okay. But there are a lot of laws related to that, right? In terms of the
laws related to it, and many case laws also to be developed. Whether the employee works from home or works in the office, it is treated as in the course of employment. Suppose in the event if any accident occurs or anything occurs, that has to be treated that it is in the course of employment. An employee is entitled for the compensation, and other terms and conditions mutually can be agreed when it is working from home and other things. They can renegotiate and enter into a settlement as part of the austerity measure, because the employer can save the transportation costs, employer can save the network costs. Instead of that, a total package for the networking and this internet can be given because the server also would be having the like so many advantage for costing cutting methods via media win-win they can arrive.
Sure. So there is some more questions, which is related to if employer is providing an opportunity to work from home, but the employee is not able to work because, for whatever the reason, because he's not comfortable or she's not comfortable, or it doesn't allow, or whatever the reasons, if they don't want to work, while the employer is, willing to put them on the job, at home. So in such cases, are they liable to pay the salary, sir, in such cases?
Wherever the opportunity to work is given and the employee denies to work, is not entitled for the wages, it is treated as another example.
Okay. So I think that I understood. Okay. I think you also mentioned earlier that
Yes.
Work for wages, wages for the work.
Okay. The employee,
yeah. If you're not willing to work, then
no work, no pay.
Only no work, no pay. Yeah, I think you used the right word.
Pay for the work.
Pay for the work. Okay.
Pay for the work. And not only pay for the work, pay also should be for the performance, but not for the mere presence without performance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ultimately, the productivity counts.
Yes, and the business has to survive, and the revenue has to generate.
The business has to survive.
Right. So one question, sir, in terms of leave without pay, is something that is been going around in the circles. So if an employee is not, let's say, suppose if an employee can work, but in such cases, if the employer says that no, you go on, leave without pay because I can't provide any, let's say, work from home, or it is not possible for me, or whatever. In such case, is that an okay thing to do a leave without pay for the duration of because they can't perform to that?
No, until unless the leave, employer cannot force the employee to avail the leave.
Okay.
Availing and that we have already covered. Availing and non-availing leave is the option of the employee.
Okay.
He cannot force.
Okay.
If he feels that the employee there is a insubordination or a disobedience or refusal to work, it again is a misconduct. The disciplinary action has to be taken as per law, and he cannot say you continue on leave until further, like Parliament and Assembly adjourn sign tie. It can't be. Okay. But also, what about I mean, because these are the general questions. I'm sure it relates to something that we spoke about, but I'm very specifying because it need to be highlighted. What about if he says that okay, now that there is all lockdown, there is no business happening and all. So if the employer says okay, just go back and then come back when the work starts. What is the obligation that you see in such cases? It is nothing but a oral termination. Oral termination is bad in law. It amounts to retrenchment.
Okay.
And if it is challenged, the case against the employer cannot.
Okay. Excellent, sir.
Not a valid termination.